In 2011, just 19 days from now, El Paso County will begin its I practiced this so many times, sesquicentennial celebration with a series of big moves that will position the county to provide services to its citizens for the next 150 years. Next week, the first group of about 20 El Paso County DHS employees will move to the new offices on the 3rd floor of the Corporate Ridge Administration Building. We've got to find another name for that. It's no longer Intel, it's no longer Corporate Ridge. I see perhaps a contest among the employees, and maybe the first prize could be their choice of parking spaces the first year or something. After the first year, the remainder of the DHS employees will complete their move. Simultaneously, contractors are building out what is now just a shell on the 2nd floor to meet the requirements of the Health Department and Pikes Peak Workforce Center. While neither are technically county departments, both are integral parts of El Paso County. The clerk and recorder, assessor, and treasurer will move this summer. The sheriff will consolidate law enforcement, administration, and training academy operations now scattered around the county into the county office building. The DA will get additional room in his building to accommodate the prosecutors and support staff for 3 new judges when unrelated functions are moved out of the district attorney's office into the Centennial Hall building. And the coroner will get more room from the sheriff's training when the sheriff's training academy moves from the space next to him on East Las Vegas. As for the Board of County Commissioners and county admin, we're still working on that. We've entered into discussions with the sheriff to see if he has room for another tent down by the jail. My point is, 2011 is going to be a busy, challenging year with big moves in store for El Paso County. But beyond that, 2011 and 12 will be busy, challenging years with big moves in store for our entire region because we have new direction on Capitol Hill, in the governor's office, and at the state legislature. But even more importantly, because we have learned that when we collaborate, cooperate, and innovate, we can accomplish great things. We have learned through PPRTA that we can work together to solve our most difficult transportation problems. Our new career building academy is just the latest example of successful private-public partnerships that will give our region a competitive edge in bringing new jobs to the area. When former Governor John Love and Hewlett-Packard founder David Packard led the charge to find a permanent home for the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs, they probably knew that it would one day become a shining example of public-private partnerships and regional cooperation, and that it would rank among the best universities in the country. In 2011, we expect great things from the Southern Colorado Education Consortium, which links together through a federal grant UCCS, Pikes Peak Community College, Pueblo Community College, and CSU Pueblo, and gives them the common mission to create a better educated workforce to meet the competitive needs of business. In 2011, we're doing more than ever to collaborate and cooperate and innovate to meet the needs of active duty military and veterans. The El Paso County Veterans Office receives more county support and sees more veterans than any other county in the state, and consequently brings more veterans benefits into our region, despite Metro Denver having 4 times the number of veterans. Our El Paso County Department of Human Services works alongside our military partners to provide support for young military families. The El Paso County Veterans Court is helping the few battle-scarred warriors who are having trouble readjusting to get the help they need rather than putting them in jail when they get into trouble. And our vision for the next 2 years includes a groundbreaking of a new veterans cemetery on El Paso County land at the Kane Ranch, just minutes from Pueblo, Canyon City, Monument, and Woodland Park, truly serving veterans and veterans' families throughout the region. In 2011 and 2012, we will see the first returns from our investment in the business-driven public-private federal lobbyist consortium introduced here today. We have long needed a federal courthouse here in El Paso County, and Fort Carson is clearly the best possible location for a new aviation brigade. We'll work together, starting with those priorities, and just get her done. However, we are still in an economic slump. I admire Mark Louderman, the county assessor, for being here today. I question his wisdom at being here, given the news that he's given me to share. The county assessor predicts a 10% drop in property tax collection for 2012, and that'll be very difficult on school districts, fire districts, cities, and the county. Everybody in this room knows someone who's been unemployed for too long, and they still are way too busy with foreclosures over at the public trustee's office. However, we have learned a lot over the past couple of years about the value of collaboration, cooperation, and innovation. The Southern Colorado Business Partnership has business and community leaders from El Paso, Pueblo, Teller, and Douglas counties all working together on common goals that will improve the economic vitality of the entire region. We're closer than ever before to a shared regional vision through Operation 6035. We have a better understanding of our strengths and the weaknesses through the quality of life indicators. Sales tax collections are trending up. The regional building department sees signs of life in residential home building. The clerk and recorder notes an uptick in vehicle registrations. And we are positioning for big moves in the years ahead. We are, as Dave Centane would say, a region to be envied. And our region will be even more enviable in the next 2 years. What an exciting way to start the next 150 years. In closing, I'd like to thank my lovely bride Kathy and my son Thomas. I'm finishing my 3rd stint as chair, and that means a lot of family events have been overshadowed by evening and weekend commitments the last 6 years. So thank you for your patience. I also want to acknowledge my county colleagues who are here today, especially my fellow commissioners, Vice Chair Amy Lathan, Commissioner Sally Clark, outgoing Commissioners Wayne Williams and Jim Binsberg, our fearless County Administrator, this guy over here with the goatee, Jeff Green, our hardworking county staff, county volunteers, and so many of you in this room who worked so hard to defeat 3 ill-conceived ballot initiatives that would have done far more harm than good. Thank you and have a good afternoon.